Sammy is a happy little boy. Easy to smile, easy to comfort, very active, moves a ton considering all the equipment.
He's been through more medical procedures and more illnesses and any of us here, and he just does it with a smile. He bounces back, and he's pretty amazing.
Aren't you so happy?
Sampson has had a rough 21 months, for sure. It is 21 months waiting for him to bless us in this house. My cousin Rory was just a neat girl. She was a social worker, lived in Dallas. She very much wanted to be a mother. She never found, if you will, Mr. Right, and elected to use IVF, hence the twins.
Rory was hospitalized, I believe, at 20 weeks. She continued to have more and more complications to the point where it was very clear that the pregnancy was not going well, and ultimately she succumbed to all the complications, and the babies had to be taken from her while she was passing away. Sam was less than 2 pounds, and Noah was smaller than Sam. They're tiny.
I mean, that's not an exaggeration. They fit in the palm of your hand. Prior to them being born, we were just kind of a happy tripod. We had Joey, who has just been an absolute joy and blessing for us. I just knew I needed to call her and mimic what she said when we first found out that Rory died, which is, we need to get those babies.
They're family, and if it wasn't us, there was no one else to step up.
We didn't know where it was, and it was a long way from here, and never imagined that it could be as good as it was.
I'm an emergency room physician, and I was struck by the fact that I was learning something from everybody there. Respiratory was more than happy to teach me how to use the ventilators. The nurses were more than happy to teach all of us how to change the trach ties, take care of the G-tube. I just think everybody there is a wealth of knowledge, and they are more than generous with it and more than understanding that it is a new thing for all of us. They were calming, and they were comforting, and they were patient with our learning process.
He's never been out of the hospital since he was born, so it's a miracle.
My parents were immeasurably consistent and always been 100% participative in the whole process. Made a big difference for us.
This guy has dealt with everything with a smile or take a nap.
He's going home! Yay! We're so excited!
The day we learned that we would bring Sam home finally from the hospital, we were overcome by a lot of emotions.
And it was hard leaving. I mean, everybody was crying. And we were crying because we were scared of what it was going to be like when he got home.
Most importantly, we were excited that he could finally come home and be with the family.
And our dining room turned into a pediatric intensive care unit.
We were very intimidated by the equipment, instructions, and all of the care that we are now going to be 100% responsible for. But leaving the hospital, we had a list of nurses' phone numbers that said they would come babysit anytime we needed them. It's just an amazing place like that. Their love and their care doesn't end with discharge instructions. I mean, they are willing to be here for us and help us with not even just Sam. I mean, they will take care of Noah and Joey as well. They're just lovely.
It's the benchmark of care that I'll expect for these two for the rest of my life. Who is this guy? Here's your brother. Hi. It's unbelievable because, one, just the interaction that Sam and Noah have is just fun to watch. It's just baffling to see them look in each other's eyes and the happiness that, that there is that sixth sense twin thing going on.
I know. We are not shy to say this is a huge commitment and a huge sacrifice for our family, but this has been a gift for us. And Joey, he just adores them, you know, he just loves having them, he loves being a big brother, he's a wonderful big brother.
And the beeping and the alarms and the noises have never stopped. Not 10 minutes go by where we don't have something. You just weren't sure how this was going to end up.
I think that it's important that everybody, you know, realizes how wonderful La Rabida is, and La Rabida needs to thrive so they continue to provide the care that we were lucky enough to receive.
The love, the attention, the focus on family and the patient, that place needs to be around for everybody for a long time. For as tragic and as difficult as this has been for our family, I very much believe that Rory would be proud of us. I very much believe that she's watching us and that she's happy. And we're going to do our very best to continue to bring her happiness through these blessings.